Here's my tips on keeping your paint from going dry. So those of you who paint in acrylic, I always have a pot of water lying around so that even if I'm really keen to get started with my painting, I always make sure I've got some water, and then I can just throw my brushes in the water, though even if they're full of paint, and I know it's not going to dry and ruin my brushes. Another thing I do is I use containers. I can't open this one. Oh, there you go. Tupperware containers. And I mix my acrylic paint with a thickener actually, because it means that you don't have to do so many layers. It makes quite often semi-transparent paint more opaque. So here you go, I've got containers full of colours, and you'll be amazed how long these last. I started painting and I mixed up a whole load of colours, and I didn't paint for about 9 months and they were still good. They hadn't dried out. Another thing I use is what's called a stay wet palette, which looks like this, and it's good for when you're only needing to mix a small amount of a certain colour. And you lay some blotting paper in underneath. Mine's a bit dirty because I've had this for a while. And then over top of you make sure the blotting paper is wet, and over the top of that some tracing paper or baking parchment, that kind of thing. And it hydrates your paints, and so your paints don't dry. And in between using them, even if you take a break for 10 or 15 minutes, put the lid on and it keeps your paints moist. So there you go. There's my tips for keeping acrylic paint from drying.